Hello there. I really hope you're doing well today. I just thought I'd talk about all the mistakes I've made so far. So when I look back on this, I can know sort of where my head was at. And you can know too if this is sort of something that you might think about taking up. So real quick, I was talking to Mum and Dad about what I was going to do this week. And I was like, oh, I'll talk about all the mistakes I've made. And Mum looked at me and she was like, do you think that's going to be entertaining for people? Okay, no, obviously. But that sort of brings me to one of my first, we can say it's a mistake, it's something I haven't quite worked out yet. It's sort of the balance between me and you, right? Because I want you to be entertained as a part of, trying to give something to you. But then I also want to educate. That sounds ridiculous coming from me. If I have something of value, I would like to give it to you, and I may not always think that entertaining is then the right way to go about that. So it's sort of balancing giving to you but not always just entertaining. And then also for me, in times like these where I'm making a video that I can look back on and go, okay, this is where I was thinking. So it's one of those, so really you don't even have to watch this. But you can if you want. So I'm gonna try to be as negative. I'm gonna try to not be positive at all during this. That's what we're going for. So we're gonna sort of break it down into personal reasons why I made these mistakes and time restrictions. It's just I don't have time to do any better, basically. So we're gonna look at overarching first of all. So thumbnails. This is a personal one, I think. I feel like there are some sort of good video themes in terms of the music videos where it's got that font in the sort of thumbnail. I like that personally, but they can be inconsistent and they are hard to read. So I'm going to continue to experiment with that, making them bigger and bolder probably. Something I forgot in my intro video is actually one of the reasons for the name for this channel is I got a fortune cookie one time last year, and it said that hugs are measured in quality, not quantity, which is sort of another reason why I chose to name this channel that, because it just sort of reminds me of that. And then I sort of think that, well, I'm sort of doing the opposite because I'm just putting out one video a week and it's less quality and it is more quantity, so whoops. Also, I feel that after using the good times intro to end a couple of the videos that I've done, because I feel like it was a good uplifting happy song, I was like, oh, good times I feel like would have been a cool name, but oh well. Other thing I'm gonna do is edit the banner on my channel to be more descriptive, so new videos every Wednesday, that sort of thing. Alright, then time restrictions. The timing of this video, I don't think it's that horrible, but I feel like it could have been good to do this right on 3 months, but maybe I'll do a positive thing sort of come of it on the 3-month mark, so there's that. So, reviewing and editing. So, because I'm doing this every week a video, I don't always have a lot of time to formulate an idea, work on it, and then review and edit it. Normally I do get enough time to get an idea and think about it and then work on it. But when it comes to reviewing, editing, is this actually good? I don't have a lot of time for that, and I sort of just have to go with it. So that's unfortunate. I guess this video in itself, I could have thought about more. But I guess it's more than about my sort of short-term ability for self-critique, and it's a good reflection of that. And also a reminder for me that I should actually start writing down exact thoughts that I have about everything, but this channel, for example, rather than generalizing them into overall perceptions of a subject, which is something that I tend to do a lot. Whoops. I've just got a little note thing here. What does it say? Evaluate the effectiveness. Oh yeah, that's something I don't get to do because of the editing and drafting. I don't really get to go, how good is this actually? But I suppose then that's where the balance between me and you comes in, and okay, maybe it's not so entertaining and maybe it's not so helpful, but when I'm trying to become better in future, that is something that I can go, okay, where did I go wrong in the past? For examples like these, where it's not very helpful, but it is a reflection of how I was at the time. So let's go into the music area of my channel. So So, personal issues I've had, or personal reasons why I've made mistakes, there's no really real balance a good balance I've found between sound and visual quality. It's like, I know that obviously I've got a long way to go musically, so I'm trying to visually compensate with like pretty things with the sun and trees and stuff. I actually want to, as I practice more and more, plan to actually do like lyric versions of the songs where I'm not getting filmed, so there's less pressure, let's say, to get the take right, and there are less factors, and it's just the actual vocals, and I'll be able to get the vocals better as well. And also, like, when you're doing it outside, like, one take, if you do it well, then the wind comes in, it's like, well, that's ruined. And then, like, you're trying to get the right take before the sun goes down. I mean, that's my own fault, but, Now, the time restraints that I've had, so the last few ones that I did, I wanted to experiment with this in not having text, but the fact of the matter is, I really don't have time. Like, you may not think it takes too long, but it actually, the way I was doing it, and maybe it's because I haven't gotten used to it yet, putting in all the text, like jumping around everywhere, actually takes enough time for me to not have time to do anymore. But I did quite enjoy doing that, so that's a shame. Also, time restriction, I get less practice than I would like, which also sort of leaves me to having to run with certain video ideas, not getting a time to really change that or critique it. And also, I haven't had as much time for like harmonizing or whatever, or experimenting in any other way. So the talking videos. So my introduction video, I feel like it could have been cool if like that was more like snappy and like, whoa, showy, and but then maybe that's not right. Maybe it should be the way it is. But I feel like that at least could be more entertaining, and so maybe I could redo it later and have that. And then yeah, editing as well. I feel like that could be done better. And then with the cooking video we have, like, I feel like maybe that would have been better to like edit it differently again, like more like how-to basic style, or when they've got like they throw the carrots in the thing and and like cuts really, yeah, lots of cutting. Maybe I could have done that. But again, yeah, that comes down to sort of time restriction and having to run with the ideas that I have. So I think we'll end it there. I've tried to be as quick as I can. That's something I can work on as well. I really hope you are all having a good day and a good week, and hopefully a good month and a good year. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in future. Alright, bye.